Hello and welcome to another TGIF episode of the Anti-Pharmacist podcast. So my topic for today is TMI. You know what it means, right? Too much information. This episode, when I thought about it, it was quite funny, but I just thought, well, let me bring this to you. You notice the question mark, right? It's kind of a question that I want both you and I to answer together. I will tell you what I consider too much information and what I don't consider too much information, and you can reply me in the comment section, in the question and answer section under this podcast, what you consider TMI and what you do not consider, so that we can be on the same page. How about that, right? So let's get right into it then. According to a poll sometime back in the US, it was observed that pharmacists are one of the most trusted healthcare professionals, if not the most. If I remember, I think pharmacists were the most trusted. So people even opened up to pharmacists more than they did their doctors, according to the poll then. And it holds true because I find out that people feel free with their pharmacist. They share a lot of information, which is very helpful, guys. But there are still some boundaries to observe with the pharmacist. We are not saying that you should not tell us your secret or your family, whatever, but that there are some things, let me just call it boundaries. I'm not saying that you should hold information back, alright, but there are still some boundaries to actually observe. Okay, let me explain, alright. So let's look at a case whereby you have a pharmacist personal number, for example, and you want to make a complaint about something in your private area, all right? You should not just send that information, or you should not just send pictures. Like pharmacist, like Bamio, this happened, and you just send it and the pictures like that. Please, let us try and respect the pharmacist's privacy. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's what I mean by TMI. There are some information that you don't actually have to share. If the pharmacist asks, fine. But please, let's maintain some boundaries. I remember when I started out in the community pharmacy practice, then I had just finished my youth service, and there was this old man that came to the pharmacy one time, and he said he had a problem in his private area. I told him to describe and all of that to me. Young, innocent me, and this Baba insisted that I must see it by myself in my office. Honestly, I felt harassed. Like, Baba, you don't have to show me. If you have a picture, let me have it. He said no. Until Baba pulled down his pants and he showed me this thing. I gave him medicine for it, alright? And this Baba kept coming back, wanting to show me. And that was how I started avoiding him. It's bordering on harassment at that point. Same thing. I know that technology has made things easy now. You may just be feeling somehow in one private place. You snap it quickly and send to the pharmacist. Please, it's not appropriate. Ask for permission first. Okay, can I send a picture? Or you can just do some graphic description, which is acceptable. But you should not be sharing too much. That's the kind of information I'm talking about. Alright? Don't just be sharing pictures anyhow. What if this person has a partner and they see all these round cheap pictures on their phones? It will not speak well. There's another one that happened recently. This mother, I get that she was quite worried about her child, talking about the fact that the child was stooling some kind of watery stool. When she came to the pharmacy, I told her to actually explain. She said that she could not explain well until she gets home, and she would send me pictures. I was actually eating when these pictures came in of watery stool, my people, and I was eating. Imagine. The thing is, please, can I send the pictures now? I could say, okay, please wait, I will let you know when to send it or something. Just bombarded my phone with watery stool pictures while I was eating. Thank God it was blurry because my phone was not on auto download. Imagine. So this is what I'm talking about, TMI. If you have some, very intimate things to share with your pharmacist, ask their permissions first. You can not just enter a pharmacy, come and look at something in my breast, come and press it. No. Alright? We are not doctors. Even doctors, they are the one that ask for it. It's not you that will say, oh yeah, there's something in my breast. Oh yeah, let me show you. Come and press it. Come and touch it. It's not right. Alright? You may feel free, I know. It's because you feel free. and it's mostly same sex, those touching of breastbone. But please ask permission. Would you like to? No, I will not. No, yeah, where can we stay? Come and see the breast. Come and touch it. Come and see my crotch. Come and. It's not nice, my people. That's what I am talking about today, because it's a TGIF episode and, well, it is allowed, right? So please, let's do better. Now, moving to the other aspect about trust, I want to ask that how much do you trust your pharmacist? Do you trust them to give you the best medical advice, to give you the best medication for your condition? And do you trust them enough to not share some personal information with others? Well, I want to tell you that you can trust your pharmacist. Like I said earlier, pharmacists are one of the most trusted healthcare professionals, and that is because we are ethical people. We have ethics guiding our profession. So you should rest assured that your information is not going anywhere. So if you have health conditions that you feel like are personal to you, you can actually discuss them with your pharmacist. When we ask questions, you don't have to hide from us and start lying. Alright? We'll give you the right advice. It's for your own good. There are ethics, like I said, guiding the profession. There is confidentiality. If you come in with your spouse and you want to discuss privately, you don't want your spouse to hear about it, it's your right as a patient, and we will respect that. So, pharmacists are to be trusted. Alright? Sometimes we ask questions like, did you have unprotected sex? Are you sexually active? And you feel like, why is this person asking me this? Is it their business? I want you to know that it's our business sometimes. People come to us, ask about information. Okay, I had sex this day and that day. When is it safe for me to have sex again, to not, get pregnant? How can I prevent pregnancy? So we ask some intimate questions. Although some symptoms may warrant us to sometimes ask about some sexual practices, but it will be respectfully and in the most benign way, not to embarrass you or to now start telling you to describe how it happened or anything like that. Do you understand? So it's something that we'll mutually agree on, what you want to share and what we want to know. But rest assured that whatever question we ask you, if you're feeling like it's invading your privacy, you can say you are not comfortable sharing, and we will understand. You understand? It's all professional, guys. Nobody will insult you. Alright? And if we see the need to convince you to share, we'll let you know why we're asking. Alright? It's just for us to be in a mutually respectful and safe professional space. That is why I brought this episode today. If you're coming in, I just had unprotected sex, what can I do? Somebody just got raped, or I just got raped, what can I do? These are personal things, right? But we are to be trusted. Nobody will hear it from us, not even your friend. So that trust thing is one of the emblems, is one of those things that we carry our shoulders about as pharmacists, and you should trust it too. So when I talk about TMI, too much information, the information you share should be consented by both you and the pharmacist. Alright? So I feel like I should let you know some categories of questions that we can ask you, which does not translate to us prying. Alright? Your pharmacist can ask you if you have more than one sexual partner. There is always a reason for that question. If you've had unprotected sex, there is also always a reason for that question. If you are pregnant or not, there is also always a reason for that question. Or if you have some kinds of infection, or if you've had it in the past, if you have some kinds of symptoms like discharge in the private area, like some unpleasant odor or colors, those are standard questions that your pharmacist can ask you. No pharmacist will ask you details of your sexual encounters. That is none of our business. No pharmacist will even ask you how many sexual partners you have. We just want to know if you have multiple sexual partners. That's all. I don't think there's any pharmacist that will ask for a picture of your private area. I still keep saying this. Just describe what is there. It's okay. If there's an inflammation, if there are spots or growths, just let us know. We have that mental picture is okay. We don't want to see the physical picture. Sorry. It's not pleasant to look at in most cases. So please just excuse that one. Unless the pharmacists themselves ask to actually see these places, please don't just put it in their faces. It's usually offensive. Alright? So I think that is it about it. And if you feel like you will not be comfortable until you have shown something, please ask permission first. Just like I said earlier, it will help us all be comfortable around one another. Don't push information on the pharmacist without they asking you. I think it's a fine line, but I think you get my point, right? Okay. So that's about it for today's TGIF episode. I would actually like you to engage, this episode. You can ask your questions, what you should do in case you have very confidential information to share. Why not? Please ask your questions. And you can also answer that question, like how much do you trust your pharmacist? So that's my point for today. See you next week. Don't forget to share this episode, guys. Share. We have a few more episodes to go for the year and would love to see our number of listeners increase. You could make that a Christmas gift for us now. You know that, right? So please engage us on social media. Thank you. I see that the followership on Instagram has increased. Thank you very much. We still need more of your support. Till next time, stay healthy and God bless you. And Merry Christmas in advance.